Hi guys, welcome to my channel Tech Ellen, and today I am going to show you the basic and detailed statistics of the phones OnePlus 6 and OnePlus 6T. Okay, now moving on to the summary, the performance for OnePlus 6 is Snapdragon 845 and for OnePlus 6T Snapdragon 845, and the storage same for both the phones, and the camera 16MP plus 20MP, and for OnePlus 6T 16MP plus 20MP, and storage we have 64GB, 128GB and 256GB available at different prices. And moving on to battery, we have 3300 mAh for OnePlus 6 and OnePlus 6T 3700 mAh. And display 6.28 inches for OnePlus 6 and 6.41 inches for OnePlus 6T. And moving on to the RAM, we have 8GB RAM for OnePlus 6 and 8GB RAM even for OnePlus 6T. And now heading towards special features, for OnePlus 6, other sensors like light sensor, proximity sensor, accelerometer, compass, and gyroscope. We do like this is available for both the phones. And fingerprint sensor position for OnePlus 6 is on the rear side, and on the OnePlus 6T, like on-screen fingerprint sensor. And both the phones are enabled with fingerprint sensor. And the general details like quick charging, both the phones have quick charging enabled, like dash charging, which is only available by the plug, and the cable which is given by the OnePlus, like official cable. And like operating system for OnePlus 6 is Android version 8.1, and for OnePlus 6T Android version 9.0. And SIM slots on OnePlus 6 is dual SIM, and even for OnePlus 6T it is dual SIM. And models are OnePlus 6, like OnePlus 6 128GB and OnePlus 6T 128GB, and both have 8GB RAM. Launch date for OnePlus 6 is May 21st, 2018, and OnePlus 6T is November 1st, 2018. Custom UI for OnePlus 6 and OnePlus 7T are Oxygen OS, and the brand is OnePlus, and SIM size is SIM 1 Nano and SIM 2 also Nano for both the phones. And the network 4G, 3G, 2G, and especially 4G available, which supports Indian bands. Fingerprint sensor, yes, which are available. And moving on to multimedia, FM radio, we don't have FM radio, and the audio jack is 3.5mm, which is like aux cable. And for OnePlus 6T, we don't have aux cable, and we have USB type C audio jack. And both the phones have loudspeakers enabled, and chipset Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 for both the phones, and graphics Adreno 630 for both the phones even, and processor Qualcomm Snapdragon 845 for both the phones. Architecture 64-bit, and OnePlus 6T is also 64-bit, and both the phones have 8GB RAM. And moving on to design, the width for OnePlus 6 is 65.3 millimeters, like mm, and for even OnePlus 6T we have 74.8 mm. And moving on to weight, 177 grams for OnePlus 6 and 185 grams for OnePlus 6T. Thickness is 7.7 mm for OnePlus 6 and 8.2 mm for OnePlus 6T. And the height is 155.7 mm for OnePlus 6 and 157.5 mm for OnePlus 6T. And in colors, we have OnePlus 6T, less colors in OnePlus 6T and more colors in OnePlus 6, like midnight black, mirror black, silk white, amber red in OnePlus 6T, and and we have colors like midnight black, mirror black, silk white, amber red in OnePlus 6, and mirror black, midnight black, and thunder purple in OnePlus 6T. Moving on to display type, optic AMOLED, and for OnePlus 6T optic AMOLED same, and for OnePlus 6T aspect ratio is 19:9, as for OnePlus 6T 19.5:9. And display bezel-less display, Yes, OnePlus 6 is enabled with bezel-less display with notch, and OnePlus 6T, it is enabled with bezel-less display with water drop notch. And screen to body ratio claimed by the brand. For OnePlus 6, it is not assigned, and for OnePlus 6T, 86%. For OnePlus 6, pixel density is 402 ppi, which is pixel per inch. And we do have 402 ppi for both the phones. And screen protection for OnePlus 6, which has Corning Gorilla Glass version 5 for OnePlus 6 and Corning Gorilla Glass version 6 for OnePlus 6T. Screen to body ratio calculated is for OnePlus 6 is 83.55% and OnePlus 6T is 85.43%. And the moving on to screen size, 6.28 inches for OnePlus 6 and 6.41 inches for OnePlus 6T. Screen resolution is 1080 into 2280 pixels for OnePlus 6 and 1080 into 2340 pixels for OnePlus 6T. Yes, both have touchscreen and multi-touch, capacitive touchscreen and multi-touch. And moving on to storage, for OnePlus 6 and 6T, as I told you before, they are available at 64 GB, 128 GB and 256 GB at different prices. But right now we're discussing about 128 GB phones. And the expandable memory, we don't have like expandable memory for both the phones supported. So now moving on to camera settings, we have exposure compensation, ISO control. ISO control is nothing but the sensitivity of the light for the camera, and the camera features for both the phones is fixed focus, and image resolution is 4616 into 3464 pixels. And same for OnePlus 6T. The sensor is EXMOR RS for both the phones, and OnePlus 6 do not support autofocus, and like OnePlus 6T supports, yes, it supports face detection autofocus. And OnePlus 6 have shooting modes like continuous shooting, high dynamic range mode, which is also known as HDR. And for OnePlus 6T, continuous shooting, high dynamic range mode. And moving on to resolution, 16 megapixels primary camera, and for OnePlus 6T, 16 megapixels wide angle primary camera. Physical aperture for OnePlus 6 is f2.0, and for OnePlus 6T, it is same f2.0. Optical image stabilization for OnePlus 6 and 6T is yes, they do have optical image stabilization, and both the phones are enabled with the flash, like screen flash. Video recording, 1920 into 1080 like 30 at the rate 30 fps, and 1280 into 720, which is 30 fps. And for OnePlus 6T, 1920 into 1080 at the rate 30 fps, and like both are same. And for the battery, they didn't give like user replaceable battery for both the phones, and type is Li polymer battery. And quick charging, yeah, both are enabled with quick charging, and capacity 3300 mAh for both, no, not for both the phones. And capacity for OnePlus 6T is 3700 mAh. And more detail like price, which is 39,999 for OnePlus 6 and 41,999 OnePlus 6T. I recommend you to buy OnePlus 6T rather than OnePlus 6 because it has more features than OnePlus 6, and it is worth it. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to my channel Tech Ellen for more videos related to gaming and detailed statistics of mobiles, laptops and devices. And that's it. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching.